Hello and a big namaste to one and all. Payal, for you in particular, and for everyone here, let me tell you that my introduction to the great personality of Dr. Prem Jain has been through this distinguished lecture series. Every time I attend one of these lectures, I get to know a lot more about green. As you mentioned, green was just a color to many of us, and now green means so much. I'm really privileged and feel excited to be talking about the WOW initiative, to be showcasing this initiative on such a distinguished platform. Thank you all. Thank you, the entire team at Prem Jain Memorial Trust for making this happen. As Dr. Hari just said, WOW in the WOW initiative or the WOW Action Forum stands for the world of water. And the kind of world of water that this initiative is driving is for a world where there will be sufficient water for one and all, as against a world of water scarcity, which we all are so familiar with. A situation which is just getting worse by the second if we don't act now. I've divided my talk into 4 parts. I will begin at the beginning. An idea germinates and an initiative is born. I will then go to talk about some of the distinct features which set this initiative apart from others. The third part will be on launching of the WOW Action Forum and kickstarting of the action. And I'll conclude with our achievements in this under 1 year, the challenges and next steps. So let me begin at the beginning. How did it all happen? As I understand from Dr. Hari, because he's the one who brought me into this initiative, it is the brainchild of a young filmmaker seeped deep into the sustainability domain. After attending several webinars last year, 2020, during the lockdown, he felt the urgent need to convert the wealth of expertise and knowledge that is there in this sustainability domain into action at the ground level, the kind of action that will bring about positive change. Dr. Hari, the founder trustee of Alltech Foundation, was quick to pick up this idea. And that's when it all started. I came into the picture a little later in the year, towards the end of 2020, when Dr. Hari reached out to me and spoke about creating a platform to enable citizens to save water, to begin with 1,000 crore liters in Bangalore city in 1 year. I'll say that he sold the idea to me, not by speaking about the severity of the problem, because we are all familiar with it. He emphasized the urgent need to reach out to water users, to talk to them, to get them to accept and implement water solutions that are so easily available today, tested and proven and cost effective. Wow. In a TEDx talk on motivating a behavior change that I was listening to, the speaker, Tali Sharot, says, science shows that warnings have very limited impact on behavior. Warnings have very limited impact. We tend to shut down and we try to eliminate the negative feelings. People listen to positive information. So it is this positive approach that Dr. Hari took on, which brings me and drew me to this initiative. I had retired from Doordarshan the year before, to be very precise, in March 2019. I started my career with Doordarshan way back in the 1980s, and I stayed with the program wing of Doordarshan all through. A journey which culminated with me occupying the office of the director, Doordarshan Kendra Bangalore, before I retired. Doordarshan has a very comforting reality about it. It helps us in keeping our feet grounded. It teaches us the importance of projecting a balanced view on air. It also gives us an opportunity to handle varied subjects, but there's very little scope for specialization. So, like everyone else, I must have mounted a program on almost every genre of TV program and covered so many subjects, be it gender equality, health, mental health, education, career guidance, science, technology, civic issues, environment, you name it, at different times. I remember mounting a series of programs promoting rainwater harvesting in the 1990s. I mentioned that in particular because here I am now in the water domain after all these years. At the end of these programs, very often I used to feel restless saying, what next? We're talking so much, we're trying to do, create awareness, but awareness, motivation, inspiration by itself will not get us anywhere unless it all culminates in action to bring about positive change. Advocacy, awareness, and action all go hand in hand. So perhaps this is what made me relate to what Nikki said when he asked, what do you have as change? So that's where it all began. I looked upon this initiative as an extension of the kind of work that I was leading in Doordarshan. Both Doordarshan and the Action Forum share the common interest of public service. I'm also very closely connected to water. I have other connections. I'm a Pisces. I hail from a coastal region of this country. And above all, I'm paranoid about water shortage. So when I heard that we could change roles from being a part of the problem to being a part of the solution, I thought here is something for me to do. And that's when I got on board this water mission. Having taken this plunge, I began to understand more and more about it. What are the distinct features? How does it stand apart from, there are so many initiatives. So what is different about this one? I've just put down a few points and I would like to share that with you. It's a unique initiative. It is a citizens' collective action forum to save a clearly defined, measurable, verifiable target of 1,000 crore liters in Bangalore city in 1 year. 1,000 crore liters is what we in Bangalore consume over 5 days, the annual consumption being 70,000 crore liters. It is all about smart and efficient management of our water resources, enabling and empowering citizens to take up and implement water solutions on a war footing. The 1,000 crore liters that we are talking about is the demand on fresh water. So this effectively means that there is no compromise on our water-related comforts. While it is always good to reduce our consumption of water, thereby conserve it, we are not really talking about dire austerity measures. The impact of saving 1,000 crore liters, this is something else which touched me immediately. I knew it was much more, but I didn't know to what extent. And the figures the research team at WOW came out, they are startling figures. It also means a saving in energy, the energy that is required to draw water from source and supply it to the end user. A saving of 36 crore rupees on energy costs and a reduction of 200 million kgs of carbon emission. Now that's saying something. It is a citizen-led initiative that draws all stakeholders into its fold. The government is also one of the stakeholders, but we are relatively free from the challenge of having to deal with government agencies. In fact, the WOW initiative supports the government by getting citizens to comply with the guidelines, the regulations that have already been laid down. The WOW model can be replicated beyond water to the spectrum of air, energy, and waste management in any city, anywhere in the world. It has the potential for growing into a movement for mainstreaming sustainability. So these, I think, are, I'm sure you will agree with me that they are features which perhaps very few other initiatives have. That's my understanding. We could talk about it. So when and how did all the action begin? I would like to say that it began on the 9th of January this year, when the first meeting of WOW Action Forum happened, an online meeting. All our meetings are online and they happen every fortnight, every alternate Saturday evening. Who are these meetings for? It is for you and me, simple, plain citizens. Anyone can join this meeting because it is meant for water users, and all of us, first and foremost, are water users. The format of this meeting, I'll call it a meeting, it's not a webinar or a presentation, is an interactive discussion around a theme. We come up with a theme for every meeting, and we do have some speakers, but that's just to trigger the discussion. We welcome more and more active participation from all the attendees. So these meetings trigger ideas and action points. They excite participants. They should excite, that's how the model works, that the idea should excite them enough to take it up for implementation at the ground level. Citizen volunteers who find that there is something that they could do, get themselves organized into action groups. We call them the WOW action groups. Each action group is dedicated for addressing water issues in a particular segment of water usage. For example, the residential segment or the industrial, the malls, commercial complexes, hospitals, educational campus, whatever, or for a particular specific purpose. For example, for interface with government agencies, for water recovery, for lake rejuvenation. So we could have several action groups depending upon the urgency of the water issue that needs to be addressed in a particular segment and the number of citizens coming forward to volunteer their time for this action. Because water issues are plenty. We all know that. But it is the citizens coming forward which is more important, which leads to the formation of these action groups. Each action group nominates and selects a chairperson. They discuss and deliberate and come up with a mission statement for the action group. They also decide on a sub-target, on owning a sub-target towards the main mission target of saving 1,000 crore liters of water. This point about dividing the mission target into sub-targets came up in our very first meeting, and it was from Vikram Rai, a key member of the Bangalore Apartment Federation. Sure enough, our research team got into action and they worked out the city's water profile. That is the consumption of water by water users in different segments. And the data, the figures that we saw reflected that the highest consumption happens in the residential segment in Bangalore. And in the residential segment, it is the apartments which lead with 22,000 crore liters. But all is not lost, because there is hope. There is a combination of reduction, reuse, rejuvenate, and reap approaches that can be offered to apartments with design strategies by the WOW Action Forum, by the action groups, to drastically reduce this demand on fresh water. So that led to the WOW Action Group apartment coming into being. That was the first action group which came into being. I will just just a few words on the action groups that we have on ground now. As I mentioned, the action group apartment was the first one, and the members have set a sub-target of 250 crore liters of water saving through apartments in Bangalore. The focused areas for apartments include implementation of a rooftop and surface rainwater harvesting, use of water aerators, use of STPs to recycle water into different grades for reuse, and monitoring of water consumption by fixing water meters. A combination of these solutions can bring down the consumption of water per person per day, which now stands at 150 liters to 100 liters, and believe me, even lower. So we have this as another action point on the on our radar, the target 100. Just imagine if every household just brought it down, where it could take us. When I said there are 1,000 roads to 1,000 crore liters, the more you think, the more solutions and more roads and more tracks you will come up with. And then we move on to children. I mentioned this because we can depend on children's imagination. And I know a lot of it might be just imagination, but believe me, there will be a lot of action points, actionable ideas too, which come up when we talk to children and when we work with children. So the action group schools, this group's mission is teach adults through children, involve them in implementation of solutions in school campuses, inculcate environmentally responsible behavior in children, who in turn will influence parents and other adults back at home to implement and adopt and implement these solutions. We also have a group for the youth and for educational campuses. This is to take the initiative to colleges, get the students involved in implementing the solutions within their campuses to begin with, and then I'm sure they'll be excited enough to take it beyond their colleges. We also have an action group for water recovery, which works on the mission statement, create one more Kaveri. When I first heard this, believe me, I just sat up and said, what is this? Can we and how can we create one more Kaveri? But I'm beginning to understand how it happens. So this group is helping bulk water users in malls, industries, tech parks, apartments, etc., to set up sewage treatment plants. Not just set up, what I'm beginning to understand is maintenance of STPs is where there could be a challenge. So this group is addressing even those issues to set up these STPs which are compliant with the regulations that have been set down, the regulations which are already in place. I will say that there is an urgent need for more members to come on board and become part of these action groups. Only then the action can move at a fast pace, it can scale up. So on behalf of all the chairpersons of these action groups, I request citizens to join these groups. There is immense learning, and believe me, this learning has to be experienced to be believed. You will also be making a lot of valuable contributions, which you will get to know one by one once you come on board. I will next move on to the 5 thrust areas with promising potential to trigger action. All these are in the initial stage of launch, and we look forward to large-scale participation from citizens to engage, fine-tune it if required, and make it happen in a big way. I will speak very briefly about these 5 thrust areas. As I said, there is a lot of potential in them. The apartment survey is the first of it. This is a research program which is jointly conducted with the Nitte School of Architecture and Planning. In this, there is a simple survey questionnaire which we take to apartments. It contains some basic questions about the apartment and some simple questions about the water management and water consumption in each of these apartments. Based on the data that is collected, the WOW research team offers a solution framework to the apartment. The WOW dashboard, as we call it, contains a wealth of information. I mean, these are all eye-openers for me. I didn't know how it all happens, but it does. It indicates the solutions to be implemented, the costing, and also a list of accredited solution providers who will enable the implementation of these solutions. That's not all. While it tells you about making the apartment water sufficient, it also offers data on making the city and nation sustainable. The saving on energy required to draw water from source and bring it up to the apartments, the cost saving on this energy, the number of trees, forests, the quantum of coal that can be saved. I'm happy to say that students are coming forward to take this apartment survey to various apartment complexes. And we have young WOW core members. I would like to mention in particular Ganesh Shanbag and Bharat Dayanand, who are there as mentors, who are there to lead these teams. First, to take it to the apartments and then to work back-end, to work on the solution frame for each that we can offer to each of these apartments. The solutions that we offer are in 7 categories. I won't go into that in detail. I mean, you know, it's always available there. And it's just that we break down rainwater harvesting, STPs. We also take into account the RO reject water. So it's an in-depth document. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. The second one is My Water WOW. This contains small tips, small acts that can be taken up at home that will help in conserving water. And again, whenever we say water, it invariably means save money, save electricity, and all that goes with it. So again, a senior member of the WOW group, in one of the initial meetings, he came up with an arithmetic in which he said, if the city's population of 1.4 crores saves a mere 2 liters of water per day, it is a sure route to reach our target of 1,000 crore liters. How do we measure this saving? Well, there's a challenge there, but it is no doubt a saving. Whether it gets accounted against our 1,000 crore liters, I mean, the WOW emission target or not, it is still a saving. We have the Water Thought, which is a competition for school children, encouraging children, again, as I said, to let their imagination loose and become water champions. We have on board the WOW accredited solution providers. I spoke briefly about it when talking about the apartment survey. They are solution providers who meet financial, non-financial, and technical parameters and come on board. What is special about these solution providers is that they're not merely entrepreneurs. They are green entrepreneurs who are passionate about what they're doing. Everything else comes next. So that is what sets these solution providers a little apart from, maybe when you go into the market and talk to someone offhand. WOW intervenes if there is in case there is any grievance redressal required. WOW is always there as a via media between the solution providers and the apartments. The last in the 5 trust areas that we have, put down as of now is the WOW Commendation Awards. It is to honor all those water users who have adopted water solutions and brought savings in money for themselves, but above all contributed by making the city and nation sustainable. It is really our privilege to identify and honor them with this scroll of honor. We call them water donors because by saving water, they are donating water. We have had about 20 water donors who have been commended and honored so far. There are many more, I'm sure, and we are reaching out to them to highlight what they have done for this for themselves first, for the nation, and the larger society at large. The next milestone that I would like to touch upon is our partnership with institutions. We are privileged to have as partners national and global organizations with green goals. You can see their logos displayed behind me, and I thank each one of them for coming on board. After all, we all have a common goal. We are all trying to reach there in our own ways, and collaborative efforts will definitely help us in reaching there faster. Dr. Raj Rajaram, I think nothing that I speak on WOW will be complete henceforth without talking about Dr. Raj Rajaram, the water doyen from Chicago, who connected WOW with the Global Water Works, which is based in Wisconsin, and the Waste and Water Management, which is based in Chicago. He said in one of his many mail exchanges to us, when like-minded people worldwide get together, good things are bound to happen. So sure enough, the WOW Tech Talk series was launched in August to mark the World Water Week. These partnerships happened in the second half of this year, somewhere July, August. And by end of August, we were excited enough seeing the tech showcase on the GWW website to launch this series. It provides a platform for water expertise to be shared among discerning groups of water solution seekers and water solution providers. We have some of India's and the world's best water experts and technologists presenting on this platform. What I learned by attending these tech talks is something very simple and basic, but which is something so important, that the water solutions not just give you water and help you to save water, but they give you clean water. It makes such a difference from the water we are now dependent on from our tankers, bore wells, digging further and further and pulling out, from the ground. So the solutions, the technology behind these solutions give you clean water. And when I see the participants of this series, sometimes, I take a step back and I'm an onlooker. When I just observe, I would like to describe the profile of the speakers and participants. I will put it in one simple sentence. It is people who get charged with the idea of water conservation, who get excited with implementation of water solutions. The objective of both the Action Forum and Tech Talk series is one and the same: to bring about action at the ground level, action which will lead to positive change. At the end of each Tech Talk, we form smaller focus groups to take us in this direction. The Tech Talk number 1, the first one that we launched, also saw the launch of the WOW newsletter. We call it WOW Water Voices. What is unique and special about this newsletter is that the content comes from the animated exchanges between members of the WOW core executive group. We felt that these enlightened conversations will reach a wider audience by way of a newsletter. So we also have Water Voices taking off in this 1 year. It brings me to the end of, the fourth part of what I have to say, which is, of course, our achievements. As I mentioned, it is still less than a year. The WOW scoreboard has started ticking. It shows a saving of 104 crore liters. We have commitment for another 200 crore liters from water users and solution providers. Yes, I agree, it's not much against a target of saving 1,000 crore liters, but a strong foundation has been laid. We have in place a model that can be replicated across the spectrum of air, water, energy, and waste management in any city, anywhere in the world. The WOW brand is gaining visibility and attracting leaders, still small in number, but deeply invested in the purpose. Tie-up with educational institutions is happening. Just yesterday, we had organized an event on ground, physical on-site event, where 100 students from the Don Bosco Institute of Technology were to get together and see a rainwater harvesting demo happen, a mobile unit which one of our core members, again, a rainwater harvest champion, Vijay Raj Sisodia, was to demonstrate there. But unfortunately, it had to be called off because of the situation in the city. The unfortunate, untimely demise of a talented star from the film industry over here. As I already mentioned, we have valuable partnerships for collaborative efforts to make other cities in India and across the globe into wow cities. So we were just speaking before we got on formally into this session that we are getting support from ICCW, the International Center for Clean Water in Chennai, and I think in Chennai, perhaps next in Hyderabad. Thanks to their support, we should be launching perhaps earlier than we had anticipated initially. And thanks to the support from GWW, well, we could be looking at a city somewhere across the globe. I mean, Mary will have more to say about that, I'm sure, when we hear her speaking. So all this would not have been possible. I mean, I'm just taking a few seconds to acknowledge the tireless efforts of members of the WOW Action Forum and the action groups, and the young energies, the young energetic team that we have back end. We have had a lot of them coming on, moving ahead, but when they are with us, they keep us on our feet. They keep us going. But above all that, I think it is you, Dr. Hari. It is your vision, your passion, which is driving this mission. What we all together do will never equal what you do single-handedly. I will never, I can never say that enough number of times. Coming to the challenges, the main ingredient in the secret sauce for success of this initiative, as perhaps with any initiative, I would say, is to bring about a change in mindset. I mean, we have spoken about this, it's an ongoing process. Engineering social acceptance for water solutions is the biggest challenge, and I understand it's worldwide. I always used to think it's only in our country. I'm sure across the globe, people are much more alert or aware, and they want to take it up. But I don't think that's the case. Anyway, for a minute, we'll just set that aside, because that, as I said, is an ongoing process, and it has to happen. It will happen, I guess, in due course. We will also contribute to this awareness and this awareness process. But I think what is a greater challenge which we are facing, an immediate challenge, is reaching out and drawing active participation from citizens. When I say active, I don't mean just bringing in citizens who will, attend our sessions and go away, but who will want to do something and take it forward. I'm sure there are many such people who would want to be part of WOW. But how do we identify and reach out to them? How do we increase our mail database from 500 to 5,000 and then multiply it several times over? Scaling, as I say, is what we need at this stage, because everything else seems to be in place. So it automatically leads me to the next steps. I would say our first step, our next step, and our ongoing steps is to draw more and more active participation from citizens, both as members of the action groups and as part of the Action Forum team. We need social marketing professionals who can work on branding, managerial skills, digital professionals who are digitally savvy. I mean, any strength that you can bring in from your domain will find a place in this initiative, because it is meant for each one of us, for what each one of us can contribute. And again, I'm repeating this, there is immense learning and valuable contribution to be made by people who come on board, not just by making our cities water positive, but way beyond that, which I have already spoken about, and we can go on it. it is said that we are only one decision away from a very different life. I'll conclude on a hopeful note that the WOW initiative will inspire people to make that one decision of accepting and implementing water solutions, which will make a world of difference to our world of water. And before I say thank you, I would like to leave you with some of my learnings and thoughts that I've collected in my journey so far. I'll request.
Usha, I think that you are the director of Doordarshan, and I was the speaker. You would have frowned at me because, on a 30-minute episode, you can't speak for more than 26 minutes. So now we have exceeded that time, whatever limit. Maybe you want to keep that for...
Sure. That was just, that was just something that was like, I had picked up and I wanted to share, but that's fine.
How much time does that take?
It's exactly a minute. But
we'll run that. We'll run that.
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, it just came out of me when I was thinking of the session. That's all.
Please run that. Is anyone here who's going to run that, Pallavi? Yeah. Okay. Because we have to listen to Mr. Nandkumar and then later Mary. And I want to listen to both Mr. Niranjan Khatri and Mr. Saman, because these are people who have been leading some powerful initiatives. The audio, please, if there is.
Yes, it's there.